I'm Julia Sander, and I'm one of the authors of Language Tree, along with Leonie Bennett. I'm going to talk to you about the third edition, which has just been produced, about some of its features and how you can get the best out of it when you use it. We have books at 6 levels, including kindergarten. Each book from grades 1 to 6 follows the same pattern. There are units based around a theme, and each unit is integrated. The kindergarten book is based much more on developing early literacy skills, so the pattern is slightly different. I'm going to take you through a unit in grade 5, which is a typical construction of a unit. You will find that they are similarly put together right throughout the book. And we start with contents page where we have 18 units, and each unit will have a formative assessment page at the end for you to check the students' learning, and we'll come to a bit more about that in a little while. I'm going to look at the first unit in the book, and this unit is based on a story called Lucky Escape, and we always start each unit with a warm-up activity. This is either called Let's Talk or Listen Up, and this is an activity to introduce the theme of the unit, to get the students thinking and to relate the theme of the unit to their own ideas. We follow this with a story, and the story is followed by a set of comprehension questions for you to discuss with your students and perform. We then go on to a comprehension feature about a story structure, and following that we have a listening and speaking activity. There is a new feature in the book, which is that we now provide listening scripts for teacher to read out to their students, and these will be important to introducing ideas and vocabulary to your students. Following the speaking and listening activities, we come on to language. Language is practiced in the student book. There'll be an introduction to the points covered and some exercises, and also a reference to the student workbook where you can find more work on that particular topic. This is then followed by a page called word work, which focuses on vocabulary, and finally we come to a writing exercise. In this case, it's going to be a planning and a writing of a story. And you'll find that the same link runs through the unit. This is all about story writing. Finally, we have a page called What Have I Learnt?, which is a quick recap of everything that's been covered in the unit, so that you can see how much the students have learnt, where they need to improve, and you can do some follow-up exercises. I'd like to emphasise the fact that Language Tree has always been an integrated course, and that you really need to follow the order of the book in order to build up from reading, vocabulary, grammar, speaking and listening, so that students have the skills they need to tackle the most challenging part, which is the independent writing exercise. If you need to have extra support, I've mentioned the workbook already. The workbook for Language Tree has been completely revised so that it is now a book which is based on topics. So you can choose a topic which your students need to revise, and you can look into it in the workbook and give them extra practice. It only remains now for me to wish you well with teaching Language Tree, and hope you have great success and enjoyment with your students.